Libra, 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 my Libra scales. Here's your reading here, Libra, for September 2019. This reading here, Libra, can be used for your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or North Node signs, and also to Libra, the messages that resonate with you here today. Go ahead and apply them, Libra, to where they fit, how they fit, and to whom they fit within your life, as they can relate to many different areas of your life all at the same time. But before we get started here, Libra, it is your birthday month, so turn up.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Libra. All right, Libra, excuse me. Let's go ahead and hop right into your reading here, Libra. So for the heart of the matter here, you popped out the King of Cups, or the King of Chalices. And this month, Libra, what is outside of your control or outside of your delegation? Here, Libra, you popped out the Five of Wands here with the Eight of Swords reversed. And for what is within your control this month, Libra, what is within your delegation? You popped out here the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Swords, both reversed. And how you can improve the situation that you're going through harmoniously. You popped out here the Two of Pentacles. And for what you learned from this experience, Libra, you popped out here the interesting, I said that. You popped out here the Death card here. All right, Libra, some of you maybe could be dealing with a Scorpio possibly, or maybe a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio individual. That's all I'm really seeing. I just picked up a Taurus too, possibly, Libra. Alrighty, Libra, let's go ahead and see what's going on for you this month. Alright, Libra, I just feel like this month you're really like in your heart space. There's like a lot that's on your mind, and what you're trying to do this month, Libra, is really come from a place of like goodness, a place of like emotional understanding for another person, place, or thing, whatever it is that you're dealing with, right? And you're trying to emotionally understand the situation that you're currently in or dealing with. From a heart-based perspective, of course. And it's almost, Libra, like you are expressing your emotional feelings. You're you are expressing that emotional side of you. You're showing that emotional side of you, and for the most part, Libra, like it's pretty good because it's like you're getting it out, but at the same time, Libra, it feels like there's something missing. There's like reciprocity is missing, or something to that effect. You're like, someone or something is not on the same emotional page as you, I'm feeling here. But I'm glad to see that you're coming from a heart-based perspective, you know? And you are attempting, you really are, to stay within your emotional and spiritual integrity, you know? Because, Libra, I can see here too, that what's outside of your control or outside of your delegation this month, Libra, is, I'm going to say it like this, Libra. You can't, let me rephrase that. You could argue your way out or in a situation. But ultimately, in the end, Libra, whenever we argue our way in or out of a situation, it's like a momentarily fix. It's a momentary fix. You know what I mean? It's okay. The happiness within that moment is momentary. I can't even say that word today. Interesting. Is momentary, Libra, it's short-lived. Okay. Whenever we try to argue our way in or out of a situation, Libra, someone or something ends up settling. And when we settle, Libra, whether it's you or another person, place, or thing, when this happens, Libra, like I said, it's momentary. It's momentary happiness, It's momentary satisfaction. And someone or something within the situation, usually the one, well, it's probably both, the one that that settles, and then the other, well, both settle pretty much. Yeah, that's my guidance is saying both settle, or you or everyone within the situation or anything within the situation, right? Now, what I'm trying to say here, Libra, is this. Whenever we settle, that there's a lot of uncertainty that kind of surfaces. And it's so, in a settling, not only is it momentary, but it also leaves room for interpretation, which then leaves room for misunderstandings, which then leaves room for just to fix the situation for right now, And when that happens, Libra, it may be okay for some time, but it's not a resonating energy that's going to completely fulfill you, nor the other person, place, or thing involved, And I just picked up right now too, Libra, like we can't convince another person, place, or thing of our innocence. We shouldn't have to convince anyone of our innocence, nor attempt to even go there. If the other person, place, or thing doesn't want to believe us, and we know that we are speaking and telling the truth, that has nothing to do with you, Libra. It has a lot to do with the other person, place, or thing. Meaning them or it not wanting to believe you is their deal or its deal, So all of that is outside of your control this month, Libra, regarding like, you can't try and control, you cannot try and delegate another person, place, or thing's happiness, We can add to it. We can, and vice versa, of course. We can add to it, Libra. We can complement it, but we can't control it. Maybe for a little bit, but like I said, it leaves room for just unresolved endings and unresolved unsatisfaction, Now I can see here too, Libra, what's within your control this month or within your delegation is Libra, you can choose to be deceived, or you can actually be deceived, not only by other people, places, and things, but also from or by yourself, And when we choose to deceive ourselves, Libra, once again, that's a momentary happiness, that's a momentary satisfaction. There's a real stress, Libra, I feel like this month of like coming to terms, Libra, or maybe you are trying to balance out what you require and what you desire, because those are two totally entirely different things. So I feel, Libra, like, what's within your control is, like I said, deception is within your control up to a certain point. Sometimes we can't control if another person, place, or thing deceives us, but we can choose and we can control us deceiving ourselves. Especially when we know that it's only going to lead to, if and when we deceive ourselves, that we only know that it's only going to lead to unhappiness. We know that it's only going to lead to something more, something else in the future. Because that's the reason why we deceive ourselves. We're trying to cling on or hold on to that thing or to that which more than likely no longer serves us. Interesting. I just heard, Libra, right now, like when we deceive ourselves, once again, we are out of the doghouse for only so long. I'm not sure why that came up. Just go ahead and apply it, I guess, to your situation. But yeah, Libra, it's just when we deceive ourselves as well, Libra, that also opens up the door for, I just heard, half-assed forgiveness. Or when we deceive ourselves, that opens up the door to having to go through forgiveness. Very interesting, Libra. How you can improve the situation harmoniously, Libra, just you having that balance and understanding what it is that you require and what you desire, and really understanding when those two things are being presented to you individually within situations, within circumstances. There's something here with like Libra, like visiting or doing maybe some inner child work. Okay, interesting. So maybe go back to your childhood, Libra. You know what I mean? In terms of that may be what can spark or what can remind you of what it is that you desire, you know, which is not necessarily a unfavorable thing. But I feel like there's something here, Libra, like what's coming through. It's like, if you're going to make a decision, you know what I mean? Or whenever you make a decision, if it brings you back to your childhood or it reinstills a childhood wound, then maybe you can look at that as a desire possibly. But, you know, if it doesn't, or if it, you know, reminds you or it's of an adult type of decision, if that makes sense, it's the best way I can say it here, Libra, what's coming through, then that's when then it can be something that you require. Also vice versa too, like look at it from your inner child's perspective. Is it something that you felt like you could not receive or you could not get as a child? You know what I mean? Growing up or being reared, I should say. And maybe just be mindful of how that comes up for you when situations, you know, that trigger that type of memory for you. And then somewhere in between there, Libra, it's going to be where you're going to realize and recognize and be able to decipher between what you require and what you desire, you know? Hope that makes sense, Libra. That's kind of what's coming through for you. Also, too, what you learn from this experience, Libra, is just... It's interesting because, you know, Libra, it's like you're going to learn, or you have learned, the importance of digging. You know, when I say digging, meaning digging for solutions within yourself. But not digging, okay, interesting. Not digging for finding a solution that includes another person, place, or thing, and not digging out of fear, you know, not digging out of or with the inclination to cling, but digging to find the core of what's going on within you. That's what's going to be most important, or what is most learned from this experience. And how valuable that is, Libra, to actually do that digging and to understand that when you do that digging without fear, but you do it for positive reinforcement and with a positive outcome, you know, with that in mind, and for yourself, that's when you know that you showed up for yourself. And that's when you then reinstill self-love inside of you, so that then you can then understand the importance of holding that space for other people, places, and things within the future. But you first have to do it for yourself you first have to do it for yourself, right? So that then you know what you need and what you require and what you desire. Because until you know that, Libra, personally for yourself, there's no way that you can tell, nor delegate, nor give or explain to another person, place, or thing what it is that you require, need, and desire. It has to come from within you first, and an understanding within yourself as an individual. All right, Libra, that completes your reading here for September 2019. Go ahead and visit intuitiveperceptions.com for all of your booking and services needs. And as always, Libra, God bless and love and light.